clearance light. It's properly mounted and secure. It's not bent, cracked, or broken. It's not missing any hardware. It's amber in color and it's clean. On your trailer, you have 4 parts of your trailer that you have to mention, as well as with all the other acronyms you have to mention, and it's cargo worthy. You have your trailer header board, your trailer side, your trailer floor, and your trailer door. My trailer header board, my rivets. These are your rivets. They're properly mounted and secure, not bent, cracked, or broken. It's not missing any hardware, and it is cargo worthy, which means that it's able to hold the load that you're about to put on. To the side. My trailer side is properly mounted and secure. It's not bent, cracked, or broken. It's not missing any hardware. I have DOT tape, which is red and white in color, that covers at least 50% of the length of my trailer. Underneath my trailer here is my trailer floor. It's properly mounted and secure. It's not bent, cracked, or broken. It's not missing any hardware, and it also is cargo worthy. These beams are my trailer cross members. They're properly mounted and secure, not bent, cracked, or broken, not missing any hardware. There are no illegal holes or welds on my cross members. This component is your landing gear. And as we mentioned earlier, like with the suspension and some other systems, you can use this, you can make one call out for this whole system. This is your landing gear frame right here. This assembly is your frame. The V's going across are your cross members. This is your crank handle. These are your landing gear legs, and this is your landing gear feet. So my landing gear frame, my cross members, my crank handle, my legs, and my feet are all properly mounted and secure, not bent, cracked, or broken, not missing any hardware. My landing gear will be lifted up because you'll be coupled to a trailer.
And the handle will be secured.
The handle will be.
Not bent, cracked, or broken. Or straight.
My marker turn flasher light is properly mounted and secure. It's not bent, cracked, or broken. It's not missing any hardware. It's amber in color and it's clean. All right. Remember in permit class when you went under there with Selvin under the trailer to do the little brake test? Yeah, that.
Yep. Call on it.
That was the physical test. The physical PAT. Right. So you will be politically correct. When you crawl under the trailer, when you go under there. The reason why you do that is because when if you have section C, you will have to get under there to show the components. You have to actually get under the trailer physically. So, going under. There are 2 types of trailers that you may have on your test. There's a spring ride trailer and an air ride trailer. An air ride trailer will have airbags and shock absorbers. A spring ride trailer like this one right here will have a torque bar, which is right here, and on this side a torque arm. The way you remember these is we'll always say the driver always goes to the bar. So your torque bar will always be on the driver's side, and your torque arm will be on that side. And just like in the front, a spring ride trailer will have a front and rear spring mount, leaf springs, U-bolts, just like on the tractor that we saw on the tractor. So, to put it as we would test with it, my torque bar is properly mounted and secured. It's not bent, cracked, or broken. Not missing any hardware. My torque arm is properly mounted and secured. It's not bent, cracked, or broken. It's not missing any hardware. My front and my rear spring mounts are properly mounted and secured. Not bent, cracked, or broken. Not missing any hardware. My leaf springs are properly mounted and secured. Not bent, cracked, or broken. They're not missing any hardware. It's not cracked or it's not shifted. My U-bolts are properly mounted and secured. Not bent, cracked, or broken. Not missing any hardware. There's no sign of any rust or shiny threads on those bolts that would indicate any looseness or cross threading. Now we go to our brake system. My brake chamber and my C-clamp. Sound familiar? Properly mounted and secure. Not bent, cracked, or broken. Not missing any hardware, and it's not leaking. My brake hoses are properly mounted and secure, not bent, cracked, or broken, not missing any hardware. There are no abrasions, bubbles, cuts, dry rots, or frays, and there are no leaks. Now, Bob told you earlier you don't have to worry about this. This is your tandem air supply. You don't have to worry about this on the test. Now, right here, this assembly right here, and all this right here, this is your tandem system. What your tandem system does is distribute your weight on your trailer. So if you are heavy either in the nose or the rear of your trailer, you can slide your tandems by going inside, releasing your pin there, releasing your tractor brake, pulling forward, and it'll slide your trailer. That's the purpose of it. It distributes the weight. So this assembly right here is your tandem frame. It's properly mounted and secure. It's not bent, cracked, or broken. It's not missing any hardware. There are no illegal holes or wells in your tandem frame. You have on the third and the fifth hole on that tandem assembly, you see two pins sticking out? Those are your tandem locking pins. And this right here is your tandem release arm. So my tandem release arm and my tandem locking pins are properly mounted and secure, not bent, cracked, or broken, not missing any hardware, and they are in the locked position. Everybody good? All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, when you go into weigh stations or when you weigh, they don't weigh you for your gross. They're weighing you on your tandems. They weigh you. You can have so much weight on your tandems. So if you have too much weight on one tandem, that's the purpose of being able to slide the tandem so you can move. That's how you figure that out. So if you ever go to a truck stop, see somebody weighing, that's what they're weighing for to see them in tandem. Because it's not going for a gross weight, it's going for your weight on your tandems.
Now, will the trainer tell you which one?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I wish we could show you.
I
I wish we could. I like, but the trainer, he'll show you all.
Okay.
All right, so we've done suspension and most of our brake system except for our brake drums and brake lines. So my brake drums and my brake liners are properly mounted and secure. They're not bent, cracked, or broken. Not missing any hardware, and they're not worn dangerously thin. So now I'm just moving on out. Moving to my tires. My tires are evenly worn. The tread depth in each groove on the trailer tires is 30 seconds. They're properly mounted and secure, not bent, cracked, or broken. Not missing any hardware. It's properly seated to the rim. There's no abrasions, bubbles, cuts, dry rots, or frays, and they're not leaking. My bud spacing is present on my tires. There's no debris or no oil or foreign objects in my bud spacing. That means my tires are evenly spaced. So we move out to the rim. My rim is properly mounted and secure, not bent, cracked, or broken, not missing any hardware. There are no illegal holes or wells in my rim, and no signs of any rust. My lug nuts are properly mounted and secure, not bent, cracked, or broken, not missing any hardware. There's no rust or shiny threads on my lug nuts that indicate any cross-threading or any looseness. My valve stem is properly mounted and secure, not bent, cracked, or broken, not missing any hardware. To check, I would use a tire gauge to check to see if I have proper tire pressure. You had a hub oil seal on your steer tire, an axle seal on the back tandem tire of your tractor, and now you go back to a hub oil seal. Some of these have sight glasses on the newer trailers. They have sight glasses. My hub oil seal is properly mounted and secure. It's not bent, cracked, or broken. It's not missing any hardware, and it's not leaking.
Would you check the one? Okay.
Okay. My mud flaps are properly mounted and secure, not bent, cracked, or broken, not missing any hardware. They should have DOT reflective tape going across 100% across, which is red and white in color. The mud flap covers 100% of my tires. They go down 50%. They don't rub the ground or rub against my tires. This is your trailer door hook. It's properly mounted and secure. It's not bent, cracked, or broken. It's not missing any hardware. This is your anti-lock braking system with your ABS light. It's also properly mounted and secure. It's not bent, cracked, or broken. It's not missing any hardware. It's clean and it's amber in color. This is a trailer marker light. This is all that this does. What this does is at night, this light is on so you can see your trail on both sides. That's the only purpose it serves, which is a very good purpose. Because if you don't see it, that means the light may be out and you don't have a trailer back here. One of the two. So my trailer marker light is probably mounted and secure. It's not bent, cracked, or broken. It's not missing any hardware. It's red and it's red in color and it's clean. All right.
$10. Everybody take that.
I give you 20 on it.
All right.
Make a 50 with
Look
my
directly up at the top. You'll see some more of those L's that are backwards. Those are your reflectors that are probably mounted and secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. They're clear in color. This is your trailer door. It's probably mounted and secured. It's not bent, cracked, or broken. It's not missing any hardware, and it is cargo worthy. These are your door hinges. They're probably mounted and secured, not bent, cracked, or broken, not missing any hardware. These are your door rings. These go on the door hooks when you open the door. They latch to those hooks. They're probably mounted and secured, not bent, cracked, or broken, not missing any hardware. The door latch, door lock is probably mounted and secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. It's not missing any hardware. You don't have to open it, just so that it works properly. This is your trailer door weather stripping right here. It's probably mounted and secured. It's not bent, cracked, or broken. It's not missing any hardware. And there are no abrasions, bubbles, cuts, dry rots, or frays, and it's not leaking. Also in your trailer door, you have DOT to reflective tape. It is red and white in color. It spans 100% across your trailer door. This is your tail light. That's the only purpose this light serves. Your tail light is probably mounted and secured. It's not bent, cracked, or broken. It's not missing any hardware. It's clean and it's red in color. This, however, is your brake, turn, flasher light. That's probably mounted and secured, not bent, cracked, or broken. It's not missing any hardware. It's also red in color and clean. You can call these out together if you want to. It makes sure you differentiate which one is which. Tail light, that's your brake marker flasher light right there. I can turn them on the other one to show you just what that. So all this does is just light up. That's all that does. This one does all your, like in your car. Your outside lights are always all your signals, but they'll just be different colors. You don't have to mention the bumper, but you have to mention the reflective tape on your DOT bumper. So your reflective tape is red and white in color. It spans 100% across your DOT bumper. Up at the top, you have clearance lights up there. They're properly mounted and secured. They're not bent, cracked, or broken. Not missing any hardware. They are clean and red in color. And I would do the same thing on the right side of the trail. I saw on the test right there. Oh, okay. I would do the same thing on the right side of the trail. And that's section C. Now, in your opinion, because I ask everybody this in every class, I just like to see, what section do you think is the more difficult?
Trails.